What's the difference?
There we go. Let's find out if he can play some real CS. Imperial up against MIBR. Sponge and Machine are ready to take us into game.
Yeah, we're very looking forward to this one. Heading to Nuke for another best of one clash.
Yes, indeed. Looks like we're going to be getting the T-side start from Imperial, CT side start from MIBR. The Dust was just discussing, obviously, the newest addition for the MIBR roster and how long it's going to take to gel. Well, I couldn't think of a better time. This is the culmination of 2024. The perfect world major on the line. A 2-0 bucket for one of these two teams, joining the likes of Complexity, Wildcard.
Yeah, I mean, these are two teams. Two teams that are, you know, no stranger to the major circuit. This RMR, though, stock full of talent. And that's a nice example of what Safe is capable of. Going to be seeing a lot of that throughout the CT side. No way and try pull us back and actually give Imperial the edge as they want to try and test heaven. Exit missed his chance, and Cheeky from No Way.
Oh.
Using the ladder to bait. Insani all the way from downtown on ramp. Now, Exit deleted. Try has really put him to bed there. Lukowski, new boy on the block.
I'll point this out later, but let's see if he can find a frag.
Interesting. And it does deliver. Takes the head of Decent.
In the vent with the bomb, Vinny cheekily could try and slink his way up.
It's actually the play, isn't it?
Oh. He's not going to make it.
He waited too long. Ooh, 25 points of health. Vinny's away. Bomb will be planted, and Insani actually opting for main. Try back-to-back, back-to-back. Okay, 1v1 is locked in, and that earlier damage onto Vinny is going to make this all the more difficult. Goes flying. That plant implies hut. Does have to do his due diligence and clear out the potential of backside as well, but he seems to have worked it out. And he's going for a very cheeky maneuver. This would be the most insane start to the pistol. Vinny's going to try and call the bluff, and Insani! He wins it with a 10-second defuse! That is so naughty!
Vinny's probably, he can't believe it.
I wonder if, like, them saying he's low has led him to commit to that, or...
Maybe. Look, it definitely could have been a factor to play in, but that's insane that he's just stuck it considering the amount of time he had to work with. This is another thing that factors in when you have players who play against each other in pugs a lot and against each other a lot, is you know players' tendencies in 1v1 scenarios, right? You know if a player is going to tap and draw you off. I remember I used to play against the same guys in Oz all the time, and I was like, well, this guy never peeks, right? He never thinks I'm going to sit it, and so you'd sit it against them, right? So there's a lot of factors that could have played into that, but with the plant, 4 rifles invested, 3 Galils and AK, Deagle for Decent, and Safe, well, he takes first contact again. Sani up. Oh, the first one melts. Phelps' head pops.
Confirms another, and it's Lukowski that finds him. Taking down try, yard expedition cancelled, cut short. I mean, drop. As long as he gets one,
no support.
The round is locked in. If he doesn't, it could be interesting, and a lot of damage, but yeah, empty-handed. So there is still a bit of a round to be played out here. Juggling rifles, making sure everyone is equipped, as well as putting Vinny on the SMG given the low HP.
Look at the over-rotation on the radar. MIBR have 3 players down to B.
That is a bit of a problem, unless you start to reactivate and push. Not looking like that's the case. Free smoke on Squeak. Exit here. With Lukowski holding the right side of ramp, it is still not going to be easy to get through this. No Way's going to have a little look. Just catching Lukowski holding W. Vinny in the open. That's an easy pickup. And ooh, good find back. No Way connects onto Lukowski, but it's a double from Exit, finishing off the job. MIBR convert, weather the storm of the second round.
If somebody, like maybe we'll get a big picture of the room so we can actually see the way that Lukowski is sitting. Obviously, he's got his monitor on a tilt, but it also looks like he has his head turned to one side, so it's like a dominant eye looks like it's more focused on the screen, which is curious. I'd be interested if anybody at home has any lore regarding that. Send me a tweet. Let me know, because look, I've seen the way that like Bondic does it. All these
Everyone has their quirks, right?
Right, but this is I haven't seen anything quite like this before. It's obviously want to wait till I get a wider shot to really see the orientation, but it does look that way with the way his head's tilted.
It does.
All right, Insani speaking a lot. You can see it here.
Yeah.
Well, they can always leap down into main. Lukowski behind the smoke is safe.
Sheesh.
Gets deleted. Vinny, drive-by.
Yeah, we can't have another nuke like we did before in the the, was it Legacy?
Yeah, no, Legacy got owned on Ancient. It was the Wildcard game.
Wildcard game.
Vinny!
Yeah, this has already gotten crazy. It's a double from Vinny, but he hasn't got anyone with him. He's just single-handedly managed to open up the account twice. And now we're into a little of a uncomfortable 3v5. Certainly still a good chance for MIBR here, as all it takes is something like that. Just a demonstration of 3 from Exit. Insani softening him up. Oh, but hang on, Decent gets another, takes down Insani. So now a 1 versus 2 for Drop to finish off, and yet to see him frag. So a clutch demanded of him against the Eco.
Looking like he does adult entertainment with that stash right there, Drop, doesn't he?
Most definitely. Oh, the timing is actually crazy. What a lovely little window of opportunity he finds there. Try was holding heaven, averts his gaze into Hut, and now Decent. He could get down fence in time.
He could. Oh, Drop's reading it? What?
That's crazy. He just lets him have it. 10. As the bomb goes in. Drop. Still quiet. Yeah, picks up the pace, confirms it, and away.
Oh, spotted.
Single. Okay, there's the info.
Decent has no idea that he knows.
Okay. So now, does he push or does he fake? Like, he could just walk it, but
the fact that he's here already, right, this is something that is going to catch Decent off guard. But if Drop chases this, it's going to be like searching for a ghost, right?
Yeah, and you don't have kit. You might be better off faking it and forcing him. Yeah, he's going to start making loud noises. Decent. Forced to react.
Call the bluff again.
Calls it away. Oh, an agonizing round to lose. Painful. And the 1v1 as well from Drop and Decent. Decent just books him. He gives him a lot of space there, a lot of respect.
It looked like Drop had the read. He was ahead of the rotation. But look, the fact that he's being quiet at that point, if he is planning B, he's not going to be able to hear you from that distance, I wouldn't think. But it's really all about Vinny.
Look at this one.
2 absolute pearlers on the dig. Beautiful shots from, wow, Imperial across the board as they get their first round.
Damn. I mean, that 1v2 felt really manageable for Drop. It's a big one from Decent. Not only a nice deagle shot, but also just playing the time, calling the bluff on the fake defuse. So we've had a 10-second defuse, and we've had a clutch calling the bluff of one on the fake.
All right, well, a force bite from MIBR. It's going to be MP9s as the predominant weapon, but the outside smoke wall is a bit of a ruse. Nobody is going to rotate down towards B from MIBR. They're not, I say that, just as Lekowski does exactly that. So there is somebody sent over to deal with the leak. Vinny will have been heard dropping top main. You tilt towards the top site, but ramp could be the port of call.
So main smoke, lockers smoke, implies yard fights. Vinny was heard main roof. Vinny drops in to find Insani unbreakable. Safe, can he hold on the boost position? It's magnificent from Safe. Gets the double, gets away, puts the bomb on the floor, and finds another onto Decent as well. Round over. Stick a fork in this one. It is done. Try alone in the 1v4, and, well, try as hard as he might. This 1v4 now 3. Drop his next victim. Just crouch peeks in. Lovely pre-aim.
Time for this.
Most definitely. Have I cursed it again? I mean, they've got the bomb.
Yeah, they're sitting on top of it. I would love to get a replay if we could of what that molly was at ramp as well as part of that situation. I'm not sure exactly where that came from.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be awkward if they mollied themselves.
But he's going to look towards the bomb anyway, so we'll see the guy on the boost.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me. The clutch from Try is imminent. 1 remaining. Look, oh, he's flashed himself! 10 seconds, you're exposed on the boost! And oh, Safe will take it! The easiest of the bunch, and he goes fumbles. Safe leaves with a quad kill. He did all the hard work, but I mean, he's a sitting duck, bro. What's he supposed to do? He's coming up ramp. He knows he's booked.
So there's that molly. Where did that come from?
Not Safe.
No.
So
was there a player on ramp that they would help Safe?
Yeah.
Did they molly themselves?
I think they did. I think they did. Because it was a team molly. It wasn't blue.
And then the way
Yeah,
Try with his Lions main. You thought he was going to let out a roar. Check out the hair on Try when we get a chance.
It's a mop.
He's got something going on. Talking about stashes and hair. Should be talking about these heartbreaking rounds.
Yeah, he said he'll cut it when they qualify. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah?
No, I made that up. Oh, We're 4 rounds deep,
himself.
bro. Yeah.
And they also flashed themselves coming out of ramp 2. The first player, he's pathing. I'm glad that the conviction was there. It had to be.
Oh, man. I mean, that is, you know when
What's Gorles saying? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, good question. But when you boost an MP9 up on ramp...
It was a Team Ollie, confirmed by production. Oh, it gets worse.
Team Ollie and a tri-flash. Oh, crazy scenes. In the second round of our America's RMR here at the Perfect World Major.
Imperfect is
oh yeah,
the unfortunate factor for Imperial. Blocked for now.
That kind of implies it's not an AWP. Why would an AWP have smoked himself off, they say?
Well, early information down towards secret from drop.
Here they come.
Boys.
Here they come, and Safe gets out. Makes a wise decision there. Next stage, Insani under scrutiny. They're actually piecing out. This is going to really rely on if they re-clear it. It's unlikely they do. And so, yeah, who's the top side defender?
And Lacalzi.
Okay.
Both with MP9s. Vinny's going up onto the rafter. It's either going to be a top hut or backside molly. Top hut. They were both heading top hut.
Calzi forced off, forced to reposition, breaks his legs on entry. Decent finds him. Exit. So much to do. Finding the first is great. The second as well. Onto Decent. Pressure applied on every front. Does get some support, but it's held. Try nails it. Vinny pieces it together. And Imperial will look to make their second round a reality.
Yeah, not a rotation up the vent that Safe wants to trifle with the AWP. Going to hold on to this. I thought Exit did a good job there. Staying alive behind the back of side, but the support just couldn't assist. And Imperial, they ping-pong back and forth and finish towards A. At one moment there, Exit and Lacalzi were both getting top half. So it could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean, Exit did a good shift there. What are your options when you molly top up for Lacalzi jumping off that? I guess he could have gone Tetris side, tucked in.
I think dropping off and fighting either side is fine, right? Especially with an MP9. It's not like he had an M4 and he did it. He has a gun that is made to be moving, and the amount of bullets that you can unload.
It was just the sound cue I wasn't a massive fan of.
Oh, of course.
It just gave Decent such a lovely lead time on what to expect.
But also, if he tried to pivot more open, he gets caught off.
No idea about squeak. It was uncomfortable either way.
Yeah, it's just the fact that with that key piece utility as well, Vinny's taken the time to go back up the ladder and go for top high. Easily could have just used it CT vent or something out of squeaky.
And I think, you know, one of the main reasons that worked and looked so good from Imperial is I love that they're restrained. You get ramp control. Very easy for that to just spiral into something like, oh, we're going. You take the space, reset, have the time and presence of mind to set up the util. It's impressive, as is this boost. Very prominent at the moment, very on meta.
Oh, Safe. You're going to have to go huge because they're setting up for what is looking like an A play.
Miss Molly elsewhere. Full investment around this. And he nails the shot, dips down the vent, perfect. And now Insani can pick up the scraps. Smoke on Squeak, Decent trying to clear out T-Vent, but Safe's long gone, excuse me.
Yeah, they are going to have to reset Imperial. You're not going to be able to just waltz into A.
Drop. Barrel spotted, and a nice find. Takes the AK-47 Vinny down. That's really uncomfortable. If he gets another, they are in trouble. No way, trying to bait. Nice moves, but Lacalzi's only got the one. Decent impact again. Still at a disadvantage. Try. How does he find a way out of hut? It's a terrifying Z-axis to clear, but Insani just silently dismounts.
Might trade places.
Decent. Oh, more impact. Can't control the spray. One bullet shy. Insani traded. Try delivers. Safe. Last seen taking that opening pick, but he's already managed to make his way into towards the lobby. Did he hear him? I think he did. Yep, most definitely. With the Molotov down, Safe's going to push through it. Oh, no. Try will take it. Not interested in the AWP. There was another option there. There was a passive option, but he wanted his blood.
There's two 1v1s between Try and Safe now, so going either way. Try making good on the fumble that he had in, what was it, the 1v4 attempt. That's Vinny with the bomb. Some good spacing and ability to draw shots from Imperial in this round. Yeah, I can't quite believe that. What do you think? He's going to be back turn running away? He was prepared.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's expecting. He's expecting like a knife-out strafe, airborne
No, you're not running through this. Or maybe you are.
Yeah, trying to subvert. And it's led to an early death, but it's tries Mac 10. Rest can peace out.
Run through this one.
Yeah, good luck. HE lands right on his doorstep, and actually Phelps was a little exposed, a little vulnerable there. He's handled it well. Nice anti-eco, handled with a couple of casualties, but 4th round for Imperial. And Vinny, big smile, ear to ear. He's always been one of those players that, you know, in the face of adversity, he smiles.
Yeah, he's always carrying it with him. Doesn't leave it at home.
No, not often.
A message I think I could take, but
yeah.
How does he do it?
It's like if you kind of...
What's the secret, Vinny?
Yeah, what the opposite day? It would be Vinny and JKS, and they'd have to swap.
Or it'd be even just Vinny and Phelps, really.
Yeah, true.
The same team. Light on you two. MIBR.
Here we go. An aggressive AWP maneuver. Love me one of them. But good restraint from the silo player. It's Vinny with a bomb, so not going to overcommit.
Well.
Safe gets out.
Well.
Not every time.
Not every time.
Is that heaven?
Yes.
Geeky. That's a chance for the AWP. Decent. Gets away with his life there. Feels like he's dodged a bullet. I mean, he did.
Literally. Quite nice, though, how they did that, right? He peeks off of the nades, but the nades are for a player, but still uses the smoke.
Yeah.
I like it. Little details for Imperial. Vinny's always been calling an interesting game. He's got Zach as the coach. Feels like they've done a lot, and there's still 50+ seconds on the clock, so Imperial with time to work.
Oh, and a missed shot from the AWPer. Safe. It's 2 missed shots so far on this round. Round 8.
Yeah, the pace isn't anything crazy. It's definitely not like that wildcard game.
Is this not a little uncomfortable, though? You've got the smoke wall late. 40 seconds. Now top util arrives, so you don't rotate. Yeah, it's really deep. 30 seconds. They're cutting it fine. Who's down there?
Drop.
Okay, Drop. You've got the world at your fingertips if you can disrupt. If he can make this awkward, if he can delay them in any capacity.
Single door, really?
17! Vent Molly. Drop knows what's up. He has Safe as well. That's the shot he had to hit. A 3rd missed shot from Safe, but now the bomb's on the floor. 8 seconds, they've won it. Despite the shortcomings of the AWPer, he does mop up. And no way the last victim after time seems likely. Back turn, dead man, and awkward bank. That's nice. They'll take that one every day of the week. Just 3,400.
Maybe too technical there from Imperial.
Very layered. My goodness.
And the reason I'm causing concern when it comes to going single door is you see that approach when you have the smoke to underarm out or set throw, because players from Megaton, the ramp position, can just hold that line.
Right.
So I would have expected them to try and swarm double door and window. At least you can double pick.
Which Safe did too, understandably. Yeah. He's pre-aiming that. Here we go. So, Tech 9, Mac 10, pace. Ooh, taking the wind straight out of their sails. Exit delivers a necessary trade. More aggression as they crunch in. It's resulted in some casualties. Safe and Insani going down to those close range weapons, and there's more where that came from.
Bomb's going to go down.
No way punching in. Plant's open.
Jesus.
Drop could kill him. He's not expecting that. He's not ready for that at all. No, he's gotten away with murder there, and now spots him out. Gets some info. Decent 25 points of health. Drop and exit. Trying to forge a path back into the site. Audible here from exit. They have the info. They have a good idea as to where this retake's coming from. They've got to isolate these jewels as best they can. How is Decent still alive with 3 HP? The nade lands on No Way. 50 HP for him. Playing that dark position cautiously. Time is of the essence. Someone's got to get on that bomb. Decent with 3 HP can come up clutch, but drops there. Just in the nick of time, the defuse comes through. MIBR, by centimeters, get away with that one.
Yeah, down to the wire. If you want anybody cool under pressure, is exit, because he doesn't mind saving. I know they were giving that one a crack, but this guy always a little bit late to the party, but this time perfectly timed. And a 1-round lead now for MIBR.
I can't quite believe the audacity to call such an aggressive round into Tech9's Mac 10s. Like, you're going for a lobby crunch. Were they not expecting that?
Well, and also Imperial's approach, you could see that smoke that had actually popped just in front of Tetris to give them a buffer from site players for them to like dive into main or down the vents. So, yeah, it did turn out to be a bit of a Brazilian brawl.
Yeah. This one, not so much. Hang on, wait. No.
Vinny has a deagle, does he?
I need to be careful because the Deegs...
No, Vinny doesn't have a deagle.
Deegs today have been outstanding.
It's the Vinny Deeg. It's not the Phelps Deeg.
You're right, yeah. Phelps Deeg is one and done.
It was a thing. That was back when he was in SK.
He must have been a real young...
There's definitely players that we talk about like a Phelps, right? But with European teams, there has to be a bunch of them.
Players like Phelps?
Yeah, like who were in a good team early and they're still going, but they never really hit those heights of success. Imperial's been a pretty good crack though. Like they came together with Fallen, right? And it was that was Antwerp.
Yes.
I think people thought Fallen was going to retire back then, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah, it felt like it was like the kind of last dance.
Yeah, he's still going.
Yep. With a pretty good buyout as well.
Yeah, apparently so.
It's a really good conundrum. I'd love for other people to...
There's definitely names.
Yeah, of course there is.
I'm just blanking.
I'm blanking here. Europeans that had that kind of Phelps arc.
Yanko will have a couple for us.
Of course he will.
Second tactical timeout for Imperial.
KRÜ doesn't count, does he? Because he never really did anything after. Oh, actually, he did North, and that was awkward.
So, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's one.
Maybe.
Partial.
But is that a bit rough to KRÜ, who was a major MVP and major winner?
Yeah, Phelps didn't do that, did he?
No.
KRÜ. Shout out to him one time.
Is that Corey Dunn?
That was what I was going for, you.
Okay.
I like that the coaches have got their own little kind of desk station. Not that they're going to spend much time there, but you can see that.
No, but to keep your papers?
Yeah. It's available to them.
That's NAC, in case you guys were wondering. Brazilian 1.6er. They also have Bit on staff as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of banter in the org between the two of them about, you know, who
had the better career.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. One more round for Imperial in this half, and they'll be happy with it. Try into the AWP, but save two. And aggressive. Tries going to get the better of him this time round.
Yeah, he was so nimble. First a boost, dismounts, ready for safe. And hang on, this is crazy from Insani. He is
kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean,
to
try catch him? No, not at all. He's still got his eye to the scope.
Oh, Phelps, man.
If he gets silo of all things first, this is going to be sick.
He might get it. Multiple kills.
Hello? And see you later. Wow, that's a lovely find from Insani. I don't know if
an X-Factor maneuver.
Yeah, Try can't explain that. He's, I don't know, garage?
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Huge from Insani to draw things level.
What a baller maneuver. Okay.
Can they stabilize on the CT side? The T's plenty of time to work with.
The Calzi, is he going to go up secret? He is moving that way. Okay, no, he's just going to be passive on lower. Okay. So they won't have answers yard.
There's no information. So they know yard was clear. They know nobody... Well, I guess there would have been a small timing window where somebody could have crossed, but Insani kind of... Actually, I don't know. I think it would have been the wildest timing possible.
Yeah.
So I think that MIBR are pretty well informed at this moment. Now there's questions, but already prepared for them. Lakowski jump spotting. It looks like it might be an A split. It kind of has to be with the 25 seconds on the clock.
Yes, sir. What have you got, Drop? Support arrives up heaven. Cleared out. Lovely from Vinny. Good awareness of the position. Oh, Messi from Insani. Couldn't build a round out of it. That, well, you want to talk about Messi, yeah. Ladder inaccuracy. Not in the favor of Lakowski today. Forced away. Looking to tie this game up, our Imperial.
Now, that was that one round I was talking about they'll be happy with. So we'll call it 6-5. Now we just have to assess what the buy is going to look like for the final round for MIBR. It's going to be 1,400 as a loss bonus.
Does this drop become necessary?
For exit, potentially.
Kowsey to save.
Yeah, exit only has 850. Everybody else will be in buy range. Drop's going to get put into that 4.5k mark. Safe's going to have plenty of cash for his AWP. Lakowski with 3,100 can drop an M4 for exit. Just means he'll be light on util. But they should be able to make this one work. Oh, no wonder he was nimble. Had the little run boost acceleration off the head.
I wondered how he
moved so quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he really arrived rapidly.
Well, that was accidental and fortunate.
Nice combination. But yeah, it does lead to essentially full buy for everyone. A couple of omitted flashbangs, but
6-6 for Imperial. They'll be celebrating. That'll be a fantastic first half of play. Can they do it?
Well, safe starting ramp, so Yard's going to be a challenge. Whoa! And so is ramp, apparently, for No Way. That is a drive-by from the AWPer. Now it's Try's turn. Decent
push the molly.
The molly nade's got his name on it. Oh, the bounce. He fumbled it. Didn't quite nail the trajectory for the bounce.
Oh. Insani would have spotted Try.
Yeah, okay, so info in that way. Lukowski tending to secret. This time more active. If Insani spotting that cross, so it does give him some freedoms, but peeking into the AWP of Try is scary. Timing. Oh, beautifully timed, awkward, but Nade does the job. Oh. No, it doesn't. 9 HP in it, and Vinny flies into action. Mantles up, catches Lukowski. Wasn't ready for that movement.
Had some hang time.
Schmovement.
Well, Phelps going to be up heaven.
Yeah, well, that's like a round-winning position, is it not?
I think exit's in hard, and they've also doubled up ramp, so at least nobody's susceptible. But it feels like you can just turn the screws in towards A.
Vinny, not ready for drop. Clears him out all the same. Okay, this is all coming down to how
That's so wild that Vinny cleared that because they just smoked double windows.
Still anticipates it. Now look at this. Decent goes squeak. Exit has no idea.
This is a wild round.
Safe comes up heaven where Phelps is, but not looking. Now he turns around, Exit trades it. This is madness. No, this is Brazil. Bomb going down.
Can't be denied.
Loud. With a nade, he knows Tries low.
Oh.
Does it find him? He's still alive and kicking and pulling trigger. Can't pull it in time. Exit gets him. Decent alone in the 1v3. Can he do anything to get Imperial that 6-6 they so desperately seek? Dropping onto the bomb, going to be holding this one. Now get off with the double swing. They line up. It could have been the 1v3, but MIBR will lead on the half. 7-5. Hard fought. What a game this has been, especially from Exit. 16-7. Quite a quiet 16. Impact felt. 4 is the bar. It's been set. Excuse me, 5. Do excuse me.
Down to the wire there, wasn't it? That could have gone either way throughout that round. Try surviving multiple nades. Lukowski not finishing his meal outside, having a bit of a tough go of things is Lukowski. Phelps as well. But a pretty technical first half of play that Vinny has demanded of his team. Now they get to swap sides, defend their honor on the defense. Zach with some final words before we get things back underway. Now the pistol in the first half did go in favor of MIBR. Let's see if they can split them down the middle. Will require Imperial to kick things off. Safe wasn't deterred either. Like after a couple of rounds where things didn't necessarily go his way, he was more than happy to keep going with his aggressive little maneuvers. Both AWPers having decent impact. Some clutches, Try with one, Safe with another. And then at the end, an opportunity for No Way. But here we go. The buys are in.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Try, I'm still thinking that 1v4 should have been mine.
Yeah, flashed himself. Yeah. Well, he's actually been donated a smoke, so there will be dual Berettas on that of Decent. There's going to be a flash in the hands of No Way. A smoke for Try to work with. And one out the gates that's going to land top main from drop. There it is. Waterfall over. We've seen this in all three of the 4 pistols that we've seen on Nuke today, at least on our coverage.
We all know this one. The Zywoo Go Kill pistol.
It's always a little bit underwhelming when you get the space.
And that is underwhelming for drop. Yeah. Just overlooks the corner. Phelps occupied. Decent. Julie's good for 1. Safe puts him down. And comfortable is Vinny. Just taps away onto the head of Insani. So keeps him humble. 2 on 4. Heading over towards No Way's location now. No KO.
He can let them slip. Try's already lower. Yeah, that's okay. Try's already down towards B.
No silencer on that one, and he makes his presence known, takes the head off of Safe. Exit, very aggressive, just charging into him to punish. Try will comfortably collect. Takes himself the double kill to close it out clean.
All right, no bomb going down. End up splitting those pistols, and I am expecting Drop to call his team into an eco. This should be an easy as you like round, just like this kill for Phelps. Great work from Phelps and Decent to kick off the campaign. A little bit of resistance, but Vinny up in the rafters, the unknown element, and then Try doing his best Monacy impression.
Yeah, all of the expert opinion that I have summoned about removing the silencer is style points.
Because you can.
Because you can.
Well, actually, if you take a look at the stats, it is 0.36. I'm just making it up, but I'm sure someone will have something to say.
Statistically worse in every way when you remove the silencer.
Just for everybody who might be tuning into the mainstream, there is... Oh, look how's he ducking down his head. Doesn't want to get spotted. There is one more game to take place on that secondary stream. If you want to go check out Liquid versus KRÜ, Harry and Hugo will be bringing you all that action.
It's got to be Liquid dusting themselves off, right? That's the anticipation.
Yeah, I think so. I think FURIA were able to do that earlier within the day. The same to be said, I think, for Liquid. And it was a close game against Wildcard, who we saw put on some quality CS in their second match. Oh,
delicious. Nothing like a bag of eeks.
Didn't even crouch. Was so confident.
Get the job done.
All right, well, the rifles come out. Now, there was a lot of MP9s in play for Imperial. They're going to retain a bunch of them by the looks of things. Now, this can be a risky maneuver, but Nuke, if they want to try something aggressive, Heart Lobby, Squeaky can really maximize these weapons, boosts that you can do. If you can just block out the round and wait for the tease as well, you can really put yourself in some good positions. So even though the firepower looks heavy one way compared to the other, I think Imperial are in with a good shot. Interesting
start. Is that 3 dropping down? Yo, interesting. Really interesting. So they leave ramp open.
I think this is something with MR12 in Best of Ones as well, where you can do
the
crazy maneuvers like this.
Especially if you're Insani, right?
Look at the gaps on the map.
Yeah, but still, it's working. You're running into a stack. And Insani, if he goes down, still, they're going to overlook Try.
It's double.
Swings in. Oh. So much damage. They're not ready for another one. Knives are out. And there's a third down here. I'm mad. If I'm anyone in MIBR, I'm furious. How have they done that? Surely there are gaps for the rest of them to react to.
Well, like, why have they done that? Well, it's worked.
Yeah, that's so good. now you all use the vents and change it up. It's gambles on gambles. Look, Howsey, good find. Catches Phelps.
They should have stayed together, don't you think, Imperial, in this moment? At least the likes of No Way and Decent work together to clear out lobby. The bomb is actually coming back on Safe and back turn from Exit.
I've lost
Safe's
track.
hearing this. Safe's hearing this.
He's got to be ballsy.
Well, they're going to line up.
Yep. And he takes them both. This is a round of Counter-Strike that you could... I don't know if that's ever... We've seen a round like that. Exactly like that, never before. That's brand new.
He copped a dink there as well.
3 start secret, 2 top site, push secret, or rather catch the secret descent. Look at this. You clear this one. At this point, knives out. Of course they do. Nowhere gets 2. You peace out into lobby. You catch this guy, Trophy, and then Safe gets 2 in the back. That's brand new, man. I'm telling you, Counter-Strike fingerprints. Every round has got that unique flavor. That one in particular.
Well, that was the bonus round from Imperial.
The coolest bonus I've seen in some time. Even if it didn't necessarily translate to a win, it was very costly as well. Here we go. Testing. Phelps. Ooh, empty-handed. Exits found the double entry. They can get out hut now, but they're a little hesitant. That Heaven player is going to be Molotov forward. Drops into the site. This is powerful. Beautiful. No way down after 1. Insani has the chance to plant. Safe setup as well to provide the cover. It's not fun to retake with the AWP main side. It's onto Vinny.
And they just replenished the main smoke. Insani's just lobbed that out. So it's bought another 20 seconds. The bomb, a fake, seeing if anybody wants to push and fight.
Which they do, Vinny. Oh, timing on the
peak
is perfect. Just as Safe averts his gaze. Now Insani another fake. And this 2v2 has become awkward for Insani. Vinny not overcooking this, not overextending this. It's Try that goes searching. Well handled by Try and Vinny. Vinny in particular, the climb silently up heaven, catches the timing onto Safe just as he looks away.
That's so frustrating for Safe as well, because you think, oh, I've cleared it, I have the time to just see if anybody's slunk their way out squeaky door, and just getting caught. Timing is one of the most frustrating things I think that really plagues players in this game, and that's just the way it goes.
But it's one of those things that I think the very best players in Counter-Strike get timed a whole lot less often.
Yeah, okay.
There is something
I like that framing. Oh, extinguish. That's going to... I don't actually think that was intended to be an extinguish. I think that was meant to be first smoke.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was meant to be first. But a huge gap. Vinny with so much information.
But now, yeah, they know they haven't gone yards, so no way's on high alert. Okay, I like that. Drop the sacrificial lamb, but the rifle only gets the one.
Well, this is what the missed smoke allowed, right? For Try to be there immediately.
Good point.
They still get down.
And they still maintain the rifle on Kevlar. Exit has some. Phelps, a very important position. A big role to play in this round. And, oh, you want to talk about timing? Want to talk about timing, Chad? Vinny swings over the doors, the distraction, I like it. They activate windows upon the sound cue. It's fine. Well handled here by the Imperial CT side. And Vinny finds his 17th frag alongside with Try. Both of them at the top of the tables, looking good, looking well drilled.
Slightly unfortunate there if you're MIBR, because you were just throwing that to be first smoke. Vinny's gone, he actually had a T molly, so was able to get that out, and it was a bigger spread, and the smoke lands directly on it, and well, then there's no force of the rotation.
Yeah, like accidentally a brilliant play.
A happy accident.
Just, yeah, a happy accident. Bob Ross would be proud.
Drop at Mac 10 again. Poor guy. I think 2 of these rifle rounds. Oh, Insani. Run boost, hops around. I think they know exactly where you are.
He suspects the same.
There's only so many places you can be.
Well, I think the rest of his round is just going to be spent here.
Can confirm he is not in the smoke. Try also has a nade. If he knew how low Insani was, maybe he'd give it a go. Would have to overextend, but hey, the ult works better. It's a guarantee. An outside clear. So MIBR, no space, no room. Imperial should have a good idea of what's coming.
Very good idea now. The flash is great, but the cover is better. Look at the rotations. They're all here to help. No, he doesn't even need it. And this shot from the AWP, maybe he does. I've changed my mind.
Tries low.
I mean, if MIBR turn this round around, I'm baffled.
These are the 2 high flyers. Oh.
Yeah, flying, for sure. Safe. Boots don't touch the ground as Phelps plucks him. Lovely from Exit, does isolate.
He can win this. They will give over the... Oof, if he went in, a chance. Now he's going to waltz back. Has to be so ready for both fights.
He's going for the plant, which leads to an isolation of another. Takes decent slobby push down. Now Try. Low HP, suddenly the most uncomfortable of clutches for Try.
Oh,
it's into the side. Didn't hear that. I don't see a reaction out of Exit. So now we can get that bomb down. A second smoke recovered to do so safely. Here's the vent drop. That was audible. And charging, Try, so low HP. He has to just hit the craziest of AWP shots now. Exit, distinct advantage in this for a 1 versus 3 to turn this round around. Opts for windows and Exit gets the read of it. Playing this actively. Try every trick in the book. Clearing through. Exit times it to perfection. Clutches up for MIBR. A massive round. A game changer. 21 frags, dude. 2 players haven't even got 10.
He's having a great game. I think that right there, the fact that I think you bang on. The smoke he drops towards the lower side lulls that player pushing in from lobby to think, well, there's no way he's pivoting back. He's looking for an opportunity to get that bomb down. And then once that kill comes in, I think that's the problem. They should have allowed him to play. Right? You let him make the next move. They were too eager to try and take that space off of him and offered him a winnable 1v1 against Try. And then we were saying, oh, it didn't feel like the ramp player needed help, but then they're bottlenecking each other over towards elbow, a couple of missed shots, and you can see just how quickly it can fall apart. Exit punishes them, and we tie things up. So this one still has some twists and turns available.
I am baffled. Yeah. I mean, for a moment, it looked like one of the more comfortable rounds seeing those 3 POVs ready on ramp. This was a great start, but this smoke bait inspired. Because what it does is it validates what they've already anticipated, right? In their heads, they're going, okay, well, low sight's open, he's going to plant. You hear the smoke, and it just gives you that, lulls you into that false sense of certainty.
Yeah, and it's tough. Now you look at Imperial's buy. MP9s around these M4s. A couple of A4s in the mix.
This looks pacey. It feels that way as that molly comes through, the nade on the door, the early pressure towards that top side, at least in the utility department. No one's actually stepped across that threshold.
Looks like a double pump. They have a lot of info outside. If they respect this util right now, MIBR, it's either going to allow a push from Imperial to get into the backlines or an over-rotation. So right now for Drop, he knows that he has to try and force their attention elsewhere. He's dropping back to...
He wants another smoke?
Yeah, I think they'll do a smoke wall, but still, Insani will have to clear Phelps up close.
Yeah, that's going to be the hard part.
Who's throwing the smokes, boys? What's going on?
It's a toss-up. So
it's taken a very long time to get this together.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that this is just like mid-rounding, right? He's trying to piece this together. He's going to flash close. This flash better be perfect, because Vinny's still going to be able to provide some support. Phelps. Oh. Insani. Flash is good! It's so good! And finds himself in MP9. There's the Vinny trade. Belated, but there. Exit, what can you do? Decent as well on the rafters. Spots the toes.
Not needed,
no way. Spam. Decent gets one, gets out. Tries to activate, goes down. Decent, a double. Now up to a 1v2.
Drops very low.
Yeah, certainly he looks attainable.
Oh, is he saving?
Or...
He's saving. He's already headed spawn.
Wow. They'll take it. I mean, considering, as you said, a very laboured mid-round where it kind of took a longer time to get your pieces in a row.
I'm just curious, like there's a couple of things that could have been a tell for MIBR, right? The fact that they threw that flash as well, that was extremely diligent, especially considering at what point we were within the round that flash was thrown. So I do like the fact that they proceeded in that fashion, but you also think about the way the round opened. So they naded open door and they mollied and harassed the site, made it look like it was going to be something aggressive towards top. They could be doing that just to look for the picks of the CTs transitioning into positions they want to hold, but they didn't see a lot through Squeaky. You don't see anybody running across from main, so maybe they were expecting heavy yard because of that. Right? You could have just easily played 2-3 players through heaven.
Yeah, like
you don't have to play through main.
No one's spamming the main smoke. No one's...
There just wasn't a lot of resistance or a lot offered.
Exit is having a game. Okay.
Yeah, the Deaths did touch on, right, obviously Drop's been in-game leading for a decent chunk of time of this team now, and it's kind of freed up Exit a little bit, especially with the type of player he is. You don't want to have to focus on micromanaging the rest of the team.
Yeah,
and I do like the way that Drop carries himself as a person, so I think that he has some qualities that definitely fit an in-game leader, but the poor guy has had a Mac 10, I think, on almost every gun round.
Yeah, but we're also seeing his calling here on this T side.
Yeah, but he wants an AK, Alex. You know he does.
Yeah, well, for sure. I understand,
he might get Zeus.
You know, the IGL advocacy here.
Justice for in-game leaders. Oh,
right.
I think he just fell asleep.
Did he lag out? Or?
No, he looked at his radar.
Yeah, do hate that.
Two spotted. Good info for Drop.
Fantastic info.
Well, if they can make sure that that AK of Decent isn't carried through, that's Drop. He wants that upgrade. So he's trying to sniff them out. Now, while we wait for this very slow hunt to go down, we'll get the context of this. Winner will go through and they will be in the 2-0 bucket alongside the likes of Wildcard, 9Z, and Complexity. And then they'll get matched up tomorrow. There'll be a best of 3, and we'll have 2 teams locking themselves in for the major alongside of the teams who already qualified today from the Asian RMR. Oh, Drop gets stinked. He was hunting them down ever so slowly, and Exit's going to get him off of a couple more.
So it's Mongols and Rare Atom.
Yes, indeed. And then one more spot available for the Asian RMR, which you have the likes of, I think, Linvision, Talon, Drillers, and FlyQuest, all within that lower bracket. Okay. So I think FlyQuest is the favorite out of that bunch.
For sure.
But the loser of this, sorry, that's what we're doing, is the context will just drop down and they'll play a 1-1 game. So they'll still be in best of ones.
But there's some big monsters in that 1-1
That's
bracket.
true. You want to give yourself as many best of 3 opportunities in the winning side of things as possible, as well, Zach wants to stay. winning today. They're going to take their third and final timeout.
Phelps, a man after my own heart. 3 different drinks on the go. You know, you got your caffeine.
It's good to have a selection of beverages.
You got your water for your hydration, your caffeine for your caffeination, and then maybe like you've got like a sports isotonic kind of a vibe.
Yeah. So maybe some electrolytes in there.
Yeah.
Also for the hydration.
Yeah, but kind of less of a sipper, more of a
chugger.
Chugger. Didn't like where that was going, so I stopped. But we've got 11 and we've got 9. 2 rounds away from them putting themselves in that winners column.
Maybe a lot more chug-jugs going on these days, obviously, since Fortnite have re-released the opening season that they went with. I know that you're very excited about that. You're watching Courage's stream when he was obviously there with Ninja, and they were so excited about it.
Drake.
Yeah, they had the Eminem rap god gun, and it was great. We all love Fortnite, don't we?
Yeah, man.
All right, Imperial. What do you got for us? This game could easily go overtime. And Imperial are going to have to work hard to get it there. Decent top hut. Phelps contributing on the top side, playing a bit of an off angle.
Distinct lack of util very early doors, isn't it, for the CT side here. Vinny, nothing to report, but just working on secret. As was Insani. Drop once again on the juggles, just constantly. Leaves out. Actually, it looks like someone else is going to be throwing the nades this time. Lukowski tasked with one.
Don't mess it up, son.
Yeah, really need to get this one right. So far, so good, though. They've been hitting everything. We'll see what the judges have to say about this one. Looks good.
Will it be 10s?
And it's a 10 across the board.
Well, they're happy with that. And the Canadian Valorant player too. Is he Canadian?
I don't know. Sounds North American.
Flash and a kill for Vinny. Opening kill for Imperial. They'll still get the space, so down secret with the bomb. Time suddenly become an issue. 35 seconds. No smoke available for the single door play. Look at the room.
This is a gap.
Oh, here's
a crazy gap. Oh, Vinny's lucky to get away with that one.
Vinny's everywhere.
Oh, 21 and counting. Yeah, Vinny and Exit both just going tit for tat. Lukowski in. Drop puts it down Vinny. 2 more for Lukowski to try and trifle with. He's been having a tough day in the office as Lukowski, and it continues. Drop, however, delivers. Could have been a second. Phelps does find another, and no scope from Safe in the 1v3 for 12. This would be a crazy clutch to come in. Big drop! What a flick! Safe delivers onto No Way. Now it's uncomfortable for Phelps. He hasn't got a kit. Time is ticking. He has to get onto the bomb. It's miles away. Safe gonna go for a flashy play. Calls the bluff with the steps. Phelps, no kit. This is it. A 1v3 for Safe. Secures it for MIBR. Vamos indeed as they secure it. 3 opportunities.
And the clutch factor has been the X factor for MIBR in this game. Exit with the big one. Safe now throws his hat in towards the ring, and it's just 1 round for MIBR to stay undefeated on day 1 of the Perfect World RMRs. The qualifiers for the Major. And around with 2 opening kills going in favor of Imperial. You think it's enough, but Safe, some style points and some passion being unleashed.
Can they finish it cleanly? Will there be a bump in the road, a hurdle to overcome on the close? Vinny trying his hand at the aggressive, high-octane position we saw Insani profit from previously in that first half. Now he's the one up against it. Is it in his clears? Can it even be cleared? I mean, the way he's positioned now, it is just for the silo player. Insani just parks himself red.
2 more bodies to assist and 1 spotted. Vinny, no man's land, does get away. Saw the bomb there.
Dangerous, yeah, info. 60 seconds. Lukowski and Exit hold on to lobby while they start their crawl.
Lots of nades remaining for MIBR's finish. Plenty of smokes, so this is great work. Wait out the protocol utility of the CTs, and now Drop can call you into a finishing maneuver.
Yeah, they got nothing to defend now, bar the incendiary on decent.
Oh, they're not scared of an AWP. You can just see the way that they're going for these peaks outside. No worry whatsoever.
That smoke to it really going to put the pressure onto main. The topside players are going to be screaming for help. Spam from Vinny indicates just how vulnerable they are. Start to swing through. Vinny does actually catch Safe on the smoke. Spams Phelps. Oh, not going to be overlooked. Insani, double entry. And Imperial's hopes starting to wane of converting here. 3v4. Exit ready for the lobby crawl. It's going to be no way coming in from that side. MP9 at this range, maybe he's got a chance, but Exit's ready, and MIBR, a comfortable finish and conversion. Safe's clutch, setting him up for success. And this is a very bleak opportunity for Try. He's got nothing, can do absolutely nothing. Staring at a smoke, flashes in his face, 4 players gunning him down, and MIBR take it. Winner, winner. Brazil is here. MIBR take it. Imperial humbled. We'll hear what the panel has to say.
Well, there you go. MIBR 2-0 up after day number 1. What did you think of their performance, Janko?